Well, good morning, folks. It's Friday. You know what that means. Welcome along to episode number 19 of our F123 Mighty Career Mode with Team Chaseliner. And for the first time ever in an F1 game, it's time to go to the Qatar Grand Prix. Qatar Grand Prix? Qatari Grand Prix. Which sounds better to you? I know which one sounds better to me. There's our facility. We're going to look at those two aero upgrades very soon, I believe. We're just waiting on an R&D Reset, which I think is going to come probably in Qatar. We'll see. The new engine definitely looked like it took a pounding. Might have to take some penalties very soon. 68 rated on Tatiana, so she's trending in the right direction. Only just, but look to the championship, and George Russell leads the way from Charles Leclerc, then Max Verstappen, Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, Lewis Hamilton, Fernando Alonso, Jackie holding it down very nicely in P8. Lando Norris and Pierre Gasly, your top 10. And 3 drivers that have not scored yet still, I believe. Yep, Logan Sargent, Nick DeVries and Tatiana Calderon. Absolutely fine and no problem right there. So, let's get all this started. There's nothing much coming in, which is all good. I think it's all coming in for Qatar. Looking good, looking good. How much have we got in the bank? 2.86 million. I think it's time then to go and get these 2 upgrades. I think it's time right now to go get those 2 upgrades because they're dirt cheap. So build time upgrade, yes please. Get on our car. And quality control, also get on the car as well. Perfect. And then that'll be it then till our prize money comes in, I think, because we've got to save up for Tatiana's contract. We really do. Anyway, we're going to take practice and qualify with the girls, and we will see you on the other side of this, under the lights of Losail, for the Qatar Grand Prix. This track is a motorbike track, but the F1 cars are going to race around here in all their glory and all their might. Let's go and do this then, shall we? Oh, R&D Reset is coming. Only the powertrain and the durability department. Oh, well, that is... We have lucked out there. Absolutely lucked out, right. So we now have to spend, essentially, resource points adapting all these parts. Now, they come in at half the price of what we bought them originally. So, hence why they look so cheap. So, we're going to start getting on with it. And if we could adapt everything, that would be mighty. Yep. I want that. Is that it? There, no parts at risk. Brilliant. We've still got 2,000 resource points to play with. Oh, that is fat. Yeah, no parts at risk. That is big. So we've saved the engine, and we've got one more engine component to come in. So let's try and save durability now. This is why you do it all cheap, folks. You wait till they come down in percentages, and then boom, bada bing, bada boom, bada good night. And how many parts we got left at risk? 1 part at risk. Oh, we've saved it all. We have saved it all. That is what we're talking about. So, essentially, we've got the same car as for next year. And if they don't adapt parts, we've got carte blanche on the aero and chassis department. So we're going to go ham for leather on that. But, yeah. That's big. Anyway, let's go to the Qatar Grand Prix, shall we?
Welcome to today's sprint. This is shaping up to be another fantastic weekend. Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting sprint. A fantastic effort from Charles Leclerc yesterday, and it's put him on pole. And starting next to them is George Russell. Moving on to the rest of the grid, we have Hamilton, Sainz, the Governors, Verstappen, Norris, Perez, Fernando Alonso, Ocon, Gasly, Magnussen, Hulkenberg, Stroll, Tsunoda, Bottas, Albon, Oscar Piastri, Joe, De Vries, Sargent, De Vries, Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon find out. Anthony Davidson, thanks for joining me once again for the Grand Prix. The last few races have been a bit rough for them, unable to get a clean run. That's got to have some effect on their confidence, surely.
It's not an ideal situation by any means. When you get into a bad run like that, there's always a risk of frustration creeping in, which can cause more mistakes and locks you into this vicious cycle. Hopefully today they can get through turn 1 cleanly and stay calm for the rest of the race.
Alright, should have said it was actually a sprint race first, not the full race, but yeah, you are not, your eyes did not deceive you there. P5. Oh, she was throwing this car around. I saw the lap because I was in the room when the lap was happening, and my God, the car was being thrown. It was being thrown into corners, and it was just sticking. She could win this race, guys. That is a possibility. She could actually win this Grand Prix. That's a scary thought. Well, here we go with our first voyage into Qatar. I can hardly believe we are saying that. Welcome to the Qatari Grand Prix. From well, it's actually the sprint race first, as Jackie looks to go around the outside. Oh my God, she's in P2. She can win this race. She's not in P2, she's in P3, but she can still win this race. She really could. She's in P2. Where did that move come from? Where did that move come from? Because it is literally like follow the leader through this twisty bit, because essentially this is a MotoGP circuit. It's not really suitable for F1 cars, but F1 cars are going to race around here in real life. Because F1 cars, that's why. Hey, the Qataris wanted the Grand Prix. They didn't want to race on that street of anywhere, so hey, here's a MotoGP circuit that's only got about one place to pass, and that's down into the first corner, which you're probably going to see in evidence. But I would love to see these new cars, I should say, be thrown around this that section of the corners we just went through there. Absolutely mad section of corners at the end of this lap, as well as we go into the final corner to start lap number 2 here at the sprint here in Qatar. And down to the first corner, she's got Hamilton in her sights. Sights have been set, sights have been locked, as Ultimate Ladies Man and Kingsley's #1 driver George Russell looks to get past Charles Leclerc, the Monegasque driver. Oh, I'll tell you what, there was wide on one part and there was a bit of a squeeze on the other part. We know who did what and who did where, as we go to King Alonso. He is looking to get past Sergio Perez. He's got past Sergio Perez. Will he get past cheeky Lando Norris as well? I love that green Aston Martin in the dark as well. It just looks right, doesn't it? Over to Filo Piastri. P16 with Valtteri Bottas right behind him. And he's about to find that Valtteri Bottas is right going next to him. And he'll be seeing you into the first corner. Goodbye. Oh, someone else made a move back there. Was that Tatiana making a move back there? No, it might have been. It might not have been. But on to lap number 3. And the chasing pack. Well, Jackie still got him in her sights. Still got him. But here comes Leclerc. Well, no, I should say here comes Ultimate Ladies Man and Kingsley's #1 driver George Russell up the inside of turn 1. Squeezes Leclerc out onto the runoff, and that's a very loud sneeze. God bless you! Says that man is King Alonso is about to pass cheeky Lando Norris around the outside of turn 1. Outside of turn 1 doesn't work. I think that's this is one of the only corners where outside of turn 1 just doesn't work for some reason, because you get squeezed out onto the runoff on the exit, and that is good enough for that man as through turn 2. As we look at Filo Piastri. He's got Albon in front, behind him. He's got Bottas in front of him. Who else is around there? We've got who's that? That's Tsunoda running wide and almost coming right back into Filo Piastri's face. We didn't need to see that. That would have resulted in a big, massive crash there. As Hamilton is still out in the lead with Jackie still P2. I can hardly believe it saying that. And then goes King Alonso. Oh, I saw Jackie defending from Ultimate Ladies Man George Russell. Although his ultimate ladies man powers have no work on her. She doesn't swing or play on that side of the fence. We've told her that for 3 seasons now. Or 3 games, I should say. As we go to Yuki Tsunoda, who had that moment in turn 1 on the last lap. He's now going to have to defend from Alexander Albon down into turn 1. Tatiana being dropped by Guan Yu Zhou and Logan Sargent, who were having their own little battle back there. Guan Yu getting past Logan Sargent, very nice. Let's see that again for those who didn't see it the first time. Well, we didn't see it the first time because we cut away. We cut away. I'm going to send a message to Rob because Rob's got in touch with me. We'll have a look there as we go on to the final lap of the Grand Prix. Carlos Sainz looking at the back of Charles Leclerc, who's looking at the back of George Russell, who's looking at the back of Jacqueline, going to be free wide into that first corner. And that didn't quite work for her because she's lost... block it! Get around the outside, block it! We're not having that... a bit of contact. There might be a bit of argy-bargy going on there. Leclerc has got through and Jackie might be wise to let that go. Yeah. I forgot who we're dealing with here. We're dealing with Jackie, aren't we? She never lets anything go very easy as we look at Sergio Perez. There's been a lot of action in this sprint. Can't wait for the main race. We're looking at... King Alonso is attacking cheeky Lando Norris as the Mexican looks on, and finally Fernando's got him. It took him a few laps, but he finally got his man. He's like the Mountie, he always gets his man. And now Perez might have a go at Norris down into... Oh my, that is not a place you normally see a cut pass, but he's got the job done. Fair play. As who we look at here, Nick De Vries. Well, this is going to go one way because I think Guan Yu Zhou is about to pass him. Around the outside, maybe. If he makes it around the outside work, I'll eat my hat. Hats are about to be eaten, folks. But out to the front, Lewis Hamilton for Mercedes. That Mercedes has come on absolute leaps and bounds these last few races. He's going to win the sprint here in the Qatar with Charles Leclerc coming home P2. But watch out at the back there, because, it's a photo finish, but I think Jackie just held on for P3. Did she just hold on? She did hold on for P3. P5 to P3 is not doing bad at all. I wouldn't have given driver of the day. There's a couple of other people I'd have given driver of the day too.
So let's review the updated driver standings. Well, not the results our points leader would have wanted, but it certainly makes things interesting going forward. With the sprint wrapped up, we now have our grid lineup for the big race tomorrow. Be sure to join us then for what will no doubt be a fantastic race.
So that's the sprint out the way. Lewis Hamilton winning the sprint from Charles Leclerc, Jackie P3. Carlos Sainz, George Russell, Max Verstappen, Fernando Alonso, Sergio Perez, all your point scorers. Who would I give driver of the day to? I don't see anyone really standing out. Maybe Jackie was a good choice actually. Hulkenberg. Maybe Hulkenberg I would have given it to. Definitely would have given it to Tatiana. I mean, Jesus H, almighty almighty girl, what more have you got to do? Man, that was so close. That was so close. Damn you, Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, you can't say much of that. That was an absolute effort from her. She put in a shift, and she wasn't afraid to get in there and mix it up. And I know all my viewers will appreciate that when she gets in there and starts throwing fists. No flips, just fists over here. Right, before we get to the race, we have some resource points to spend, and we have carte blanche on the aero department and the chassis department. So, yeah, rain in Qatar. Yeah, we believe that that's going to happen. Everyone eye-rolled then at the exact same time. Right, let's have a look. What can I get on the chassis side? The combined total of Jack. Oh, hello. I see aero upgrades. I think we'll only get one, though. Let's get the DRS. No, let's wait. Let's wait and see what's said. Right then, feature race time. She's going to win this, isn't she? Can we get excited? She's going to win it?
Welcome to Qatar. And hello from the desert rain. Well, there's not been much rainfall, but it's concentrated right here and just in time for the Qatar Grand Prix. We're back here in Losail for a track that's 3.34 miles long. There are 16 turns around its unique three-pronged shape and just a single DRS zone out of turn 16. It's fast and it's flowing, and there's a good overtaking opportunity with DRS down the long straight and into turn 1. It's time to take a look at our starting grid for today's race. An immense lap from Lewis Hamilton yesterday puts him on pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have the governors: Sainz, Russell, Verstappen, Perez, Norris, Gasly, Ocon, Hulkenberg, Magnussen, Stroll, Bottas, Oscar Piastri, Fernando Alonso, Tsunoda, Joe, De Vries, Sargent, Calderon, Sargent. With preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. Anthony Davidson is here once again for today's Grand Prix. Let's talk about the governors. What do you make of their performance so far this season?
Well, the atmosphere within that team seems very positive at the moment. Everyone seems like they're in great spirits and having a lot of fun doing what they do, and that's definitely contributed to the performances we've seen.
So here we are at the start of the feature race. It's P3 thanks to the fantastic effort she put into the sprint race. And I mean fantastic efforts at one stop again. Go from the the mediums onto the hards. And I can honestly say I think there's a victory in this. There's gonna be a victory. I think we can she doesn't perform that well, and there's going to be no victory here, isn't there? There's going to be a victory. I don't think I'm quite ready for what's about to happen, though. We've been denied twice. Third time lucky, maybe? Dear man, here we go then, folks, to the full-on Qatar Grand Prix. Can she get into the lead of this Grand Prix? It's doubtful, but she can always try out there, can't she? As we get the lights out of the way we go. She's already in P2 past one of the Ferraris. Carlos Sainz trying to go around the outside. Lewis Hamilton still out in the race leader. She's thinking about it. She's thinking about it. Is it gonna work? Oh, bit of beating and banging and bang wheels off. She's gone into the lead. Wouldn't this be a turn up for the books if probably the least popular person in Qatar wins the Qatar Grand Prix? And she is least popular for every sense of the word. we all know why she's the least popular person in Qatar. Come on, don't act all dumb and innocent, folks. You all know. We all know what Qatar is like over there. Saudi Arabia seems to be more welcoming, but Qatar can be a bit of a you know what I'm saying? If you are watching in Qatar, hi, my name is not Rockstar69. Please don't cancel me. Please, pretty please. Oh, friend. I've completely lost it already, and we've still got loads of recording left to do. Isn't that just the way on this channel? It's the modern way. It's my way. welcome to the Rockstar Pool 69 channel. As Hamilton's being attacked by Carlos Sainz here. I tell you what, if they get fighting with each other, she can disappear off into the lead if you don't mind. Carlos Sainz might have had other ideas there, thought about attacking her into the first corner. Not going to work as we look at the Hulk, Nico Hulkenberg. Now, is he going to attack Esteban Ocon? He is going to attack Esteban Ocon down into the first corner, side by side. The Alpine and the Haas. Where have we seen this before? Normally the Alpine comes before the Haas, but this time the Haas is going to get in front of the Alpine. And, well, prepare yourself for something there, as I think Guan Yu Zhou and Valtteri Bottas having a good old scrap here over P14. And I've just had a private message come through. Oh, that's off the thingy. I'll ask him that later on as we move on to lap 3. And Lewis Hamilton has fallen backwards as Ultimate Ladies Man and Kingsley's #1 driver, George Russell, goes on the attack into turn 1 on his teammate Carlos Sainz. We had a good view of Carlos Sainz going after Jackie there. That wouldn't have worked out very nicely for him, because she just deploys the battery down the front straight. Although next lap it might be a very different matter, as the two Red Bulls have found themselves next to each other with Verstappen and Perez side by side, but Perez on the outside, but I think that's going to come to nothing. Meanwhile, speaking of going to come to nothing, oh boy, it's 3 wide, you don't want to be there, and she's lost 2 positions, although that could be strategy coming into play. She's got a good run on the Ultimate Ladies Man and Kingsley's #1 driver, George Russell, as he's past Carlos Sainz, so she's going to get past Carlos Sainz. Will she get past George Russell? No, she won't, and now George Russell's going to disappear off into the distance, if we know the pace in that Mercedes, because that Mercedes was the dominant car throughout the sprint race. And to be fair, it's been like that throughout the weekend, as the man Gasly looks to get past cheeky Lando Norris and get after Kevin Magnussen. I think in the background we saw Esteban Ocon. Yes, Esteban Ocon slide his Alpine past the Haas of Nico Hulkenberg. Probably words I've never used before, and more likely never going to use again, as Alex Albon's looking at the back of his teammate Logan Sargent into turn 1. Why am I hearing screaming? I'm not hearing screaming, I'm hearing noises, I'm hearing voices in my head, and they go, bah. I have just come off for a holiday in Wales, so it's quite possible I have heard quite a few times as we look at Oscar Vilo Piastri looking at the back of Valtteri Bottas, who's looking at the back of, who is that looking at the back of, about 3 wide into turn 1, with the Hulk getting swallowed up. Oh, first time we've seen 3 wide, and Bottas is going to come out of that very nicely. I think Piastri is going to get past him as well. Yes, he is. Nico Hulkenberg losing 2 positions there in one go. We saw the 2 Williamses fighting each other yet again. So when do the Williamses not fight each other, I wonder? Well, they do fight each other now, as that Alex Albon, I think, is about to go past Logan Sargent in the first corner. It's tight. It's very, very tight, but around the outside, and he got his man. Finally got his man now. Unfortunately, speaking of got his man, I think someone's about to get got down this main straight. Oh, she's weaving! She's weaving! Oh, that's blocking! That's blocking! It's all blocking. 3 wide into the first corner with the Ferraris. Who's got the pinkest car? Well, she has, because the other 2 are kind of a red car. But look at the 2 Ferraris side by side, Leclerc and Sainz. Leclerc looking for a way past the smooth operator. And it's not going to happen. Move Leclerc into P3 ahead of Carlos Sainz, as the Bulls have started mounting a charge on Lewis Hamilton. And I don't think, well, oh dear me, that went down the wrong throat. I need a drink. Need a drink. Always remember to rehydrate, folks, as Verstappen gets past Lewis Hamilton. Hamilton seems to be going backwards, and backwards very quickly. I wonder if Hamilton has some kind of technical issue going on in that Mercedes here. Someone who doesn't have a technical issue, because Alex Albon is about to follow Yuki Tsunoda by passing Nico Hulkenberg, and he's going to get around the outside. Hulkenberg has lost 2 more positions. What is... Oh, in. Oh, interesting. She's pulled the plug early. She's trying to get that... and a wide pit entry there. Don't know if it needs to be that wide out there. But here we go. She seems to be the queen of the undercut. I nearly said something else then. That could have been construed in completely the wrong way. That car looks absolutely beautiful in the night. I must say, seeing that green stripe, those green stripes, I might add more green to next year's car. I'm thinking green front wing. I'm also thinking going away from the metallic finish and going for a matte finish. Not sure what everyone would think of that. As we look at Bottas, there goes Jackie was just seeing this as a replay. Bottas going to pass his teammate Guan Yu Zhou into the first corner around the outside of turn 1. He's going to go the flying fin. Will the Chinese driver let him have it? I think he will. He has to concede. Oh, he got a bit loose going out of turn 1 there. Just slightly loose. Now, how many more positions is Nico Hülkenberg going to lose? He must have some kind of issue with that Haas. Because there is no way he is this slow. There is absolutely no way he's slow. There goes Logan Sargent. Who else is going to come past? Nick de Vries, Tatiana Calderon. He might find himself bang on last place here. Now, one of the Ferraris in. That's Charles Leclerc. Let's see if undercut laps have helped her out here to get a bit of a gap going. Oh, we got other cars in. We got Perez in. Hamilton is in. Oh, it's getting really busy on pit road. This might help out someone here, and it has helped out that Red Bull because he's got ahead. Who's that guy? That is Verstappen. Has got ahead of Sainz. Hamilton also did the same. Sorry, Leclerc, not Sainz. Sainz has not pitted yet, so I'm assuming we're going to see a pink streak screaming past. There she goes. We will be seeing you. Cheerio. Ta-ta. And now she's going to defend from Max Verstappen. So I assume that Carlos Sainz is about to be overtaken here by Max Verstappen. You boring, boring little man. Absolute boring little man. There's George Russell, ultimate ladies man, and leader of the Grand Prix. Is he going to get held up by Perez? No, he's not going to get held up by Perez. But Sainz got held up by Pierre Gasly coming in. He might have got held up a little bit by Hollywood Lance Stroll as well. In the lane. I'm expecting that pink and green streak to go flying past any moment now. There it is. Come on. Come on. Come on. You're alright. You're alright. Into the second place. Oh, Verstappen. Oh, I thought, he's still hanging it in there around the outside. Carlos Sainz on cold tyres. And wow, Verstappen got the job done there and got the job done very nicely as we go on board with Carlos Sainz. On to lap number 10. Everything shuffling around nicely on lap number 9. But now Verstappen, that's blocking! Someone's blown off! What was that blew off just then? I think that's a bit of Red Bull that may have flew off there. We'll have to see if Verstappen pits at the end of that. But that went flying off into the night sky. Absolutely incredible. He's driving into the back of her. They'll do anything to try and get her back here. Or try and get her out of the way. As we see the man, Pierre Gasly, passing Valtteri Bottas. And that should be easy. Well, I say it should be easy. Yeah, it is, because Gasly's on mediums, Bottas on hard tyres. We're looking at Logan Sargent. Tatiana's got past Nico Hülkenberg. Fernando Alonso is DNF. We've not seen that. Where have we lost Alonso? We have not. Was I not paying attention when that happened? We have lost Fernando Alonso out there. What's happened? Did he? Yeah, there goes the Red Bull into the lane. So that's the end of Verstappen for this race. As Leclerc has got Perez and Hamilton. Hamilton is sped up now. They might end up being 3 wide down into the first corner. It is all kicking off. We got Norris back there, Ocon back there. Hollywood Lance Stroll is back there. It's all kicked off in the midfield fight here. We got Perez and Norris side by side. There goes... hey, I tell you what, why not? Why not, folks? And go have yourself some action out there, guys. Oh, I tell you, I wouldn't want to go that through turn 4 and 5. Now into turn 6, still side by side, the Red Bull and the McLaren. But I think, yeah, there you go. Norris has finally got the job done and finally decided discretion is the better part of valour, and he'll take that position off Sergio Perez, if you don't mind me saying so. as the two alphas are fighting each other. It looks like Gasly's past... oh no, that's Zhou going past Bottas. Yeah, Bottas seems to be going the opposite direction to what he needs to be going. As we look at the back of Alexander Albon, I think Piastri's been staring at Williams far too long, and he wants to pass. And he wants to pass in the worst way. He might even get past Yuki Tsunoda here. That's a hell of an overdrive run he's got into turn 1. Oh, they're 3 wide, actually. I didn't see Albon at the outside of Tsunoda. Jesus Christ, Albon's backed out of it. I don't blame him, because you don't want to be on the outside of those two. One's a bit kamikaze, and the other's a raw rookie. Alex Albon showing the experience there. He might even get a front row seat to this fight through turn 5 down into turn 6 between the young Australian and the young Japanese driver. I would love to be watching this on board Alex Albon right now, but we have obviously got the world's most biased director in the box here as Tatiana. Hey, it's the Colombian conquistadores. They've dropped Nico Hulkenberg, and she's about to drop Nick de Vries. See you later, P18. Thank you very much. Yay! A pass! A pass! And what is Jackie to... Oh, I know what she's doing. Who remembers the Emilia Romagna Grand Prix? Oh, that looked a little bit shaky, a little bit loose on the exit of the final corner. As we head down to turn 1, DRS pops open, ERS I imagine pumping it out, and diving down the inside of turn 1. Oh, there might have been a bit of a power slide moment going on there. I want to see her one time get really, really cocky and really arrogant with people. As Perez is looking to get past cheeky Lando Norris for P6. And as soon as he does that, he's going to get after Lewis Hamilton. I imagine we got Stroll and Ocon fighting it out. No, that's not. That's Ocon and Magnussen fighting it out behind. Let's have a look at that move. Magnussen putting Ocon in the mud. Oh, dear me. I tell you what, folks. This is all well and good here as oh, I tell you what, that's the first time I've seen around the outside work there, so it looks like both lines actually work out there as Alex Albon is looking to get past Yuki Tsunoda now that they've all had an absolute scrap with each other, and he gets the job done into turn 1. Good job, that man. Oh, she's let him past again. Oh, I want to see this from Charles Leclerc. I want to see what happens here going down into turn 1. DRS pops wide open. There she goes. Overspeed. Overdrive. Ian's not here either. Into turn 1. There was a bit of a cheeky slide going on there. Just a bit of a cheeky slide. And I think Sainz is about to lose another position to Lewis Hamilton out there as Leclerc is all over the back of that chase line. He's going to look around the outside of turn 4. It's not going to work there. And as Sainz is going to look, Sainz has put Hamilton firmly back in the mud, if you don't mind me there, sir. She wants to keep that position and wants to keep that position for herself. And I don't personally blame her on that one. As we look at, who are we looking at here? We're looking at Hollywood Lance Stroll. Yeah, he's got past Lando Norris. So Lando seems to be going backwards for some reason. As, oh, here we go again. Here we go again. This time, though, she might have a bit of a problem because she's got Leclerc alongside her. Hey, that's Sainz helping out his teammate there. I'm not having that round the outside. Yeah, go on, mud him. Mud them. 3 wide. 3 wide. And that is how you do it, job done, as we look at Hollywood Lance Stroll. He's coming up to the back of Sergio Perez here, and that is Sergio Perez. Oh, he's looking backwards. Looking backwards there. We'll have a look at that fight again. Look at that. Jackie around the outside of both Ferraris. And Hollywood Lance Stroll up the inside of a Red Bull. Did you ever think you would see that in this Grand Prix? George Russell's disappeared. He's like, see you later. We're out of here. And we're on the final lap of the Grand Prix. I didn't even think that that was possible, as Kevin Magnussen, the Great Dane's about to pass cheeky Lando Norris for P8. He's going to try around the outside. He's seen it work with one person. Well, he's done it to Ocon. Why not try it with Lando? Why not try it with Lando? Get stuck in there, son. Absolutely cracking action that you only see here on the Rockstar Pool 69 channel. Please consider subscribing to the Rockstar Pool 69 channel if you're enjoying this race and you want to hear more of the dulcet tones of a fat bloke from the Midlands. As I think Joe's putting Gasly in the mud. That's Joe passing the man, but meanwhile, here's the man, or as we like to refer to him, Ultimate Ladies Man, and Kings Lynn's #1 driver, and he's about to add another victory. I tell you what, I can see him winning the championship this year with the run that he's on. He's on an absolute charge. Oh, and he's cruising over the line. Oh, that is the ultimate side of cockiness right there as George Russell wins the Qatar Grand Prix for Mercedes. But look in the background, because there is a pink car flying around to come and get P2. What a effort in an absolute heap. Yes, damn right you should be punching those fists in the air.
Man, that was a good
Absolute
job.
superb driving.
Superb driving.
Absolute superb driving. And driver, I wouldn't give her a driver of the day after that performance, but, you know, que sera.
Yet another historic win under their belts. Well done to the whole team at Mercedes. And talk to me, what do you think it was that sealed the win for them?
I feel like consistency was probably the key today. There's being quick, and then there's being quick lap after lap after lap. If you can do that, you can capitalise on other people's errors without making many of your own. And that's an approach that can push you a long way up the field.
So after a magnificent race, we can now see the drivers making their way to the podium. Once again, it's the Silver Arrows who take the top spot. A well-earned victory for Mercedes. A positive result for George Russell, who further solidifies his position at the top of the standings. So let's review the updated driver standings. So, Anthony Davidson, who would you rank as your driver of the day?
I have to give it to the governess. They demonstrated a very delicate touch in close proximity to other cars, as well as showing a lot of maturity and patience in difficult situations.
It's time to check out the constructors' standings. It was a tough race for our championship leaders, who lose ground at the top of the table. It's been an absolutely wild weekend of Formula One action. I can't wait to see what's next.
Well, what's next? It's a home Grand Prix. it's the United States Grand Prix next Monday. Hip, 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 hooray! We don't have a special livery yet. We're going to have one in Vegas, though. That I can assure you. But George wins from Jackie. See, I want to give it to Lance Stroll from P13. That's a great effort for Stroll, or even maybe Guan Yu Zhou from P8. Where did Tatiana finish? P18. Not bad. Not bad. She beat Hulkenberg, she beat De Vries, she beat Verstappen. Wow, she beat Verstappen. And Alonso. We didn't see Alonso DNF. He must have retired in the pit lane or something. We didn't see that. Oh well, to the race. Well, you know what? I think she didn't win, but let's give her a massive round of applause. For those that don't know, if you're new to my career mode, that's my Jackie. She takes these absolute heaps of cars and she just throws them, and she gets the best result she possibly can. You cannot ask for more. You cannot ask for any more than that. So proud of her. Not Tatiana though.
Solid at the moment.
Oh, we got more stuffsies, and I see one more thing we need to adapt for the engine side. I see one more thing we need to adapt on the engine side. Right. Now, I know Qatar is another sprint race, so... What was that? I just heard something weird in my ear. I'm hearing it now as well. What on earth is going on there? I have no clue. I've got to sort that out because that doesn't sound particularly healthy. It really doesn't. Absolutely nothing in there. What a shock. Right. Let's go and sort out that oh no, we can do that in the meantime. But let's see. Now we can get these two aero upgrades. So we'll get the front wing end plates for reducing drag. And we'll get this DRS maximum slot gap. So that is 2 minor upgrades, and they'll be both on for Brazil. Which is big. Which is massive. And then... Ooh, can we do anything else on the engine side? I think we can't. No, we are stuck. So we need to get better facilitated with the engine. Oh, we need to adapt that. Yes, we do need to adapt that right there. That is absolutely fine. We'll get that done. In the meantime, I think that's it then for engine. And we can't do anything else on durability. Nope, so that's all well, all good. So, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, look at that P7. She's the fucking monster. She is really putting this team on her back and whipping it out over the corner. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already done so. Playlists have appeared all around. Go check out some more Rockstar Pool 69 content. But in the meantime, stay safe. Be kind to each other. If you can't be kind, no place where you can't be kind to people. We'll see you on Monday for the United States Grand Prix. And we'll see you tomorrow for Trains in World 3. I don't know what it is going to be, but we're going to go somewhere. Do that.